Hi everyone, welcome again to another edition of Storytime with Robbie. Happy with Storytime with Robbie, and happy September to you. Today we are kicking off on. I am kicking off on Storytime with Robbie. Back to school themed books. So I really hope you enjoy. We're gonna have lots of fun school themed books for you. Lots of fun back to school themed books for you in the next couple of weeks. So really hope you enjoy. Today I am going to be reading The Pelt Fish Goes to School by Deborah Deason. And I'm going to be reading Chicken in School by Adam Leithaupt. And I'm going to be reading Froggy Goes to School by Jonathan London. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Alrighty, everybody. The first story I'm going to read today, the first back to school themed book I'm going to read today is The Pelt Fish Goes to School by Deborah Deason. Let's get started. Here we go. A long time ago, when Mr. Fish was very small, he headed off to school for the first time of all. With a smooch from his parents and excited for his day, Mr. Fish rushed in. Then he lost his way. The big fish around him knew exactly where to go, finding lockers, finding classes in a fast, smart flow. Mr. Fish left behind with his grin sinking thin, finally stopped at a doorway and he shyly looked in. The class was doing writing and most everybody knew it. So he tried to print his name, but he just couldn't do it. So he flub, frowned, making blub, bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. So 4, I should forget it. He floated with a frown down the long corridor. Then he peeked a look through another room door. The class was drawing shapes, and most everybody knew it. So he tried to make bus, but he just couldn't do it. So he flub, frowned, making blub, bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. So 4, I should forget it. He drifted down the hallway with a doubt face. Boys, girls, till he spied another doorway. Maybe this way is his place. The class was doing math, and most everybody knew it. So he'd tried long division, but he just couldn't do it. So he flub, flub, frowned, making blub, blub, bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. So 4, forget it. He rushed toward the exit. That's enough, I say. School is way too tough, and I'm not going to stay. Then a soft, kind voice said, don't you fret. You don't have to know things you haven't learned yet. Your classroom awaits. I'm your teacher, Miss Hewitt. I'm here to help you learn, and I know that you can do it. You're a fish who is smart. With practice, you will get it. Young fish, you belong. Don't you ever forget it. The student and the teacher swam a splish, splash, swish to a door with a sign marked brand new fish. Miss Hewitt said, good morning. I'm excited you're all here. Together we will have a spectacular year. Fact 1, you're smart. Fact 2, you can get it. Fact 3, you belong. So 4, don't forget it. The class got to work, and Miss Hewitt helped them through it. They listened, then they tried, and everyone could do it. Mr. Fish gave a grin. Goodbye, blub, bubbles. No more doubt, doubt, worry. No more flub, flub, troubles. He swam with his class, Miss Hewitt by his side, as the students and their teacher said with confidence and pride, Fact 1, we are smart. Fact 2, we can get it. Fact 3, we belong. And 4, we won't forget it. Kinder Guppy class reunion. Miss Hewitt's class. The end. Alrighty, everybody. The second story I'm going to read today is Chicken in School by Adam Lee Rehupt. Here we go. Zoe wasn't liking the other chickens, and that's how Sam liked it. Where are the kids going? Asked Zoe. It's the first day of school, said Sam. I've always wanted to go to school. You have? Asked Zoe. Yes, said Sam. There are snacks at school, but Zoe was already off. She made a plan. She went back for her pig. Put your thinking cap on, Sam, said Zoe. We're going to school. Hooray, said Sam. What's for snack? But Zoe was off again. Clara almost spit out her cud. What's that chicken doing now? She asked. We're going to school, said Sam. School, said Clara. You don't have a classroom. You can't have school if you don't have a classroom. I want to go to school, said Pip. School has books. Me too, said Henry. I want to go to school. School has crayons and snacks, said Sam. Don't forget snacks. Ding, ding, ding. I made a school, said Zoe. School, ABC. Well, said Clara, where's the teacher? And where are the snacks? Asked Sam. I can be the teacher, said Zoe. First lesson. This is a book. Books are for reading, said Pep. Building imagination, said Zoe. Next lesson, said Zoe. These are crayons. Crayons are for coloring, said Henry. Creating adventures, said Zoe. Finally, said Zoe, we skip math and go straight to recess. Clara couldn't take it anymore. That's not right, said Clara. Books are for reading. Crayons are for coloring, and you can't skip math. We skip snack, cried Sam. But recess is fun, said Zoe. Math is fun too, said Clara. Watch, if we have one pie and we add one more pie, how many more pies will we have? 2, said Pip. "3, said Zoe, because I found a pie for Sam. "School is the best," said Sam. "Which part?" asked Clara. "The books?" asked Pip. "The crayons?" asked Henry. "The snacks?" asked Zoe. "Everything," said Sam, "because I was with you." "If you thought that was fun," said Zoe, "wait until you try recess." The end. Alrighty, everybody. The third story I'm going to read today is Froggy Goes to School by Jonathan London. Here we go. Our third school-themed book. Here it is. It was the first day of school. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. The sun was high in the sky. "Oh no, the bus, he cried. "I'll miss the bus." He hopped out of bed and flopped outside, flop, flop, flop. The school bus was leaving. Wait, he yelled and took a mighty hop. The bus hissed to a stop and the door folded open. Froggy flopped up the steps, flop, flop, flop. But when he reached the top, everybody laughed and pointed their fingers. "Froggy," yelled his friend Max. "What? Did you forget something?" Froggy looked down. Oops, he was in his underwear. He dashed to the back of the bush and hid behind Max's umbrella all the way to school. At school, he hopped behind bushes. He tried to hide behind the flagpole. He rolled down the hall like a bowling ball. And in class, he pretended to be a flower pot. "Froggy," called his teacher. "What?" But it wasn't his teacher at all. It was his father. Froggy rubbed his eyes. He had been dreaming. He was still in bed. Rise and shine, Froggy, said his father. It's the first day of school. This time, Froggy got all dressed. Zip, zoop, zup, 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 zap. Then he flopped into the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. He tried to pour milk on his bowl of files, but the carton flew out of his hands. You're just nervous about school, Froggy, said his mother. Everybody is the first day, not me, cried Froggy. And together they leapfrogged all the way to the bus stop. Flop, flop, flop. At school, Froggy found his name tag on his table. He liked his name. It was the first word he knew how to read. It was the only word he knew how to read. Froggy, he read it out loud, louder and louder. Froggy, cried his teacher, Miss Witherspoon. What? Hush, dear, it's time to pay attention. But it was hard to pay attention. He squirmed. He looked out the window at falling leaves. He felt like a leaf falling. Plop, he fell out of his chair. Oops, kindly stay in your seat, dear, said Miss Witherspoon. We'll sit on the floor at circle time. At circle time, Miss Witherspoon said, Now children, today I'd like to tell us what you did last summer. Who wants to go first? Froggy shouted, Me, me, me. And so did Max. Miss Witherspoon went clap, 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 and everybody went clap, 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 clap with her. Then they grew very quiet. Now one at a time, said Miss Witherspoon. When Froggy's turn came, he jumped up and said, Last summer I learned how to swim. And he sang, Bubble, bubble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier. Everybody jumped up and joined in. Bubble, bubble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier. When in walked the principal, Mr. Mugwort. Bubble, bubble, oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Mr. Mugwort glared at him. Then he joined in. Bubble, bubble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier, till the bell rang for recess. When Froggy flopped off the bus after school, his father said, Froggy, how was your first day of school? Great, said Froggy. I taught the principal how to swim. That's nice, said his mother. But where's your lunchbox and baseball cap? Oops, I left them at school. Oh, Froggy, will you ever learn? Said his mother. That's why I'm going to school, Mom. And together they leapfrogged all the way home. Flop, flop, flop. The end. Go. Alrighty, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed the school-themed books today. Thank you so much again for joining me and for watching. It's always a pleasure being with you and reading with you.
Please remember, as always, to comment on the video and let me know what you think of the pics. I always like to hear your feedback, and please let me know what your favorite book was that I read today. Have a fabulous rest of your day and have a fantastic first day at school tomorrow. I will see you here on the next edition of Story Time with Robbie for more fun back to school themed books. I will see you then. Bye.